From South London to the Stretford End.
Home of unapologetic United talk.
Welcome back to Peckham Reds. Yeah, man. 5-6.
Yeah, United won.
Everton
Everton
nil.
nil,
United won.
Yeah, same difference. 3 points in the bag.
That's what I'm happy about.
Yeah, it was a tough watch to be fair, but again, the most important thing here is 3 points in the bag. Takes us up to fourth.
We're still fourth.
Well,
yeah.
Obviously, we dropped a couple positions over the
Oh,
weekend.
yeah.
But takes us back to fourth, not comfortably enough for the time being. Obviously, 3 points above Liverpool.
Is that so?
I believe they're on 45. And we're on
Maybe. I know we're only 3 points now behind Aston Villa.
So 3 points above Liverpool.
Yeah.
I believe 3 points above Chelsea and 3 points behind Villa.
Yeah.
So we need to continue this momentum. Do you know what it is? At this point in the season, the draws are useless. We have to keep on winning games to solidify that top 4 position and just see where we are at the end of the season. Obviously, I don't want to get caught up into conspiracy theories like you and say, is it even a conspiracy theory? But I don't want to get caught up in the hype of we might.
I hear what you're saying. We have a game in hand on the top, who are 13 points ahead of us. Mm-hmm. If we win that game in hand, that's 10 points. Mm-hmm. So there's 28 games that have been played, 10 more games to play. We might not win it, but I don't think Arsenal win it either. That's
so odds on City.
Yeah, I think it's either City or United that win the league still.
Yeah, that's an interesting take. I think it's more City or Arsenal, to be fair. Do you know what it is?
Of course.
At this point, especially after their performance against Tottenham,
Spurs are toothless. Like your granny, no teeth. Like what? So Karen,
that is crazy. They are, but North London derby, you always think that it's new manager bounce. You'd think that they'll get up for the game. To be fair, they tried at one point, but yeah, man, Arsenal just had too much.
Do you know what? Yeah, Gabriel is a master of the dark arts. Because if it went 2-2, different game.
Yeah, I can't lie. Big defending.
Yeah.
Again, in these sorts.
No. Forget the defending. The foul that happened to him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Affairs.
Don't watch. Carry on.
But he threw himself to the ground, really and truly, innit?
He's a dark arts champion now. Like.
Big him up still, and his post after the game was crazy.
Yeah,
I can't lie. I respect it still. This is what you need. Like, you need a bit of character and personality. But I just want them, bun them, innit? But I just want them to show up more on the pitch, and I'll be like, yeah, cool, the title's yours, innit? But they're dragging themselves across the line at the moment, and I don't. You get me?
I hear that, but I think it's unfair for us to say that, considering they actually put belt to us to Spurs, bro. Gyökeres scoring 2 goals.
Hey, I can't lie.
Come on.
I can't lie. I am his biggest hater at the moment, yeah. But yesterday, I think that's the best I've seen him play. Like, as a whole, ever. Like, even when I saw glimpses of, I didn't watch him religiously at Sporting, but even when I saw glimpses of him in the Champions League and that, this is the best I've seen him play. Bro, his hold-up play was decent. Like, he weren't wrestling. And I feel like he needs to shoot more, bro. Because the first couple minutes, he got you a couple shots off. Feel like it gave him confidence. Like, yeah, I can do something today. And his second goal, slapped it. That's what I'm saying.
Wait, hold on. Which goal do you think was better, the first or the second?
The second,
Why?
Bro, didn't you hear the sound the net made?
I hear that, but you see the first goal? The first goal was, let me caveat that by saying poor defending. But, bro, that's finishing. Like, that's finishing drills.
Yeah, no.
Touch, bang.
Yeah, no, I hear you. But his second goal, like, I feel like he needs to actually do more of, because he's always on the edge of the box.
Yeah.
Like, they always try to keep him on the edge of the box. And even the way Arsenal play, they like to rotate the ball so much. Like, so opposed to him being at the front post where he knows he's not going to get the ball, sometimes he needs to drop off, pick up the ball and just slap it. He got the shot power, and from that sort of range, like, anything, even if it hits somebody and falls to a teammate, it just causes enough chaos in and around the area, innit? So, again, big him up, man. He tried something, I can't lie. But yeah, back to our game. The first half...
Toothless as well, bro.
The first half was toothless.
Yeah.
Everybody was poor today. Casemiro looked tired.
Not everyone. I'll tell you who was good. Dallo was good.
So we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Casemiro looked tired. Bruno was back to his old ways from last season, just playing wayward passes. Bro, we need to speak about Lenny Euro as well. I don't know what sort of PTSD he has. I don't know what he's suffering from at the moment. If it's a lack of confidence, you might be seeing Sulemana in his dreams. Like,
You said sleep paralysis demon at the end of the bed is...
Bro, only God knows. But it's like, cool. His first season, he used to try to, similar to what Martinez does, he used to try and progress the ball, carry the ball a bit, make forward passes. But these days, when he comes on or when he starts, it's the same old thing. He'll get the ball, he'll look up, he looks a bit nerdy. Like, as soon as he gets, what is the old Harry Maguire effect? As soon as he gets the ball, everything's kind of shaky. He'll pass back to the keeper. He put Lemens in a couple, like, if it was Onana, it definitely would have been, like, error leading into a goal, if that makes sense. But just because Lemens is so calm and confident, he dealt with it. But he put him in a couple of sticky positions. Pause. But I felt like, again, the keeper dealt with it quite well. What do you think he needs to do to, like, shake it off and, like, start?
Cool.
Because he's put on size. Because he's not skinny no more. He's put on a considerable amount of size since he's been there. So
I'm gonna give Lenny Euro grace for two things. Yeah, defensively he weren't bad. Like, so he had a decent game, got a clean sheet. First start in ages, by the way. Yeah, and he's got his first win starting in ages. And then let's also not forget, he just got his license taken from him.
Bro, come on, that's nothing to do with football.
Bro, you say it's nothing to do with. Alright, cool. Let me finish my point. The boy, bro, I'm assuming that he probably had his mind not just on the game, but other things.
Do you know what it is? Like, again, my thing is, I'm judging him by his own standards, nobody else's, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, tracking back and making last-ditch tackles and all of those things, yeah, cool. I know you can do that. But, again, for large parts of the game today, especially in the first half, we had a lot of the ball. And it's moments like this where we lacked a Martinez today, where you could visibly see, like, we need a Martinez. There's so many times in this game where we was crying out for a defender just to, like, make a little run and break the line. Do you get me? Like, make something happen for your team. Harry, and you even saw there was a point in the first half. Harry Maguire just said, "Fuck it." He ran. He took
Was
the
that
ball.
the first or the second half?
Either or.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
No, it was the first half. He took the ball.
And then I think Bruno lost the ball.
He took the ball.
Yeah.
He took the ball. He drove into attacking area. He laid it off to Bruno. Bruno lost the ball.
Yeah, that was second half, I remember. But
cool.
Bruno lost the ball. Yeah, I remember. I was frustrated at
then
that.
Bruno lost the ball. But you get that nobody was taking that responsibility today.
But do you know why as well, though? There was no movement. Like, look, bro, deep it, yeah? No, you're right about defenders progressing the ball, but bro, there's no point progressing the ball if the people are moving like statues. There was no movement. I think one of the most annoying things that I see when I watch and play football is when attackers aren't moving constantly. That was a big problem today for Man United. No one's moving. Like, bro, run here, make runs. Like, make it difficult. Drag defenders out of position. Do you know what I mean? No one was doing that. So, what's your defender going to do? What's a midfielder going to do when they're not seeing movement ahead of them? They're just going to move laterally or backwards.
But that we have to get on to the next point in terms of, our front line, at the moment. Cool, we got over the line today, but, bro...
Too many pina coladas, man.
Alright, cool. We'll start from left to right, innit?
Go on.
Cunha, I feel like the ball, the pre-assist, or the pass leading to the goal, to the assist for the goal, was a great pass.
Yeah,
like, can't fault him. Obviously, players of quality will always show their quality, maybe even if it's one moment in the game. Yeah, and it could be a decisive moment like it was today. So we can't fault him for that. But general play and decision making, I've been screaming this for a second, but he kind of blinded me with the surfboard celebrations and the big goals. It's just, my issue is the basics. Pass the ball. There was a moment where Sesko was sprinting forward. he was in so much space. All you had to do was lay the ball off to him, just pass it sideways. You took an extra touch, you slipped, and the chances gone. You get like, and it's like, bro, key things, quick decision making changes. If that was Bruno, that ball's gone to Sesko for like first 4 strides. You get you don't need to be taking the extra touches, and then what we're praising him for in terms of his ball retention and his ability to progress the play upwards. I feel like in the last couple of games he hasn't been.
I agree with you.
As well as he normally does, innit?
Yeah.
Maybe he's just a little dip in form,
but go on.
Maybe it's just a little dip in form, but we just have to wait and see how the next couple games go. Cool. Then onto Mbeumo, like more of the same thing, you know. I feel like, bro, he's been dispossessed quite easily recently, you know. Like I feel like he falls over quite a bit.
His touch isn't that great.
Yeah,
it's annoying. Like
it hasn't, but obviously this is criticism of the moment because we've seen that they can do these things. So what's going on at the moment? But sorry, go on, bro.
Yeah, you're right. His touch hasn't been great, but also runs. Do you know what? Yeah, Ahmad should be playing where Bruno's playing. I mean, not Bruno. Sorry, what am I talking about? Where Mbeumo's playing. I feel like no, forget that. Mbeumo shouldn't be starting when we have Sesko for these teams. If you're going to put Mbeumo basically as our striker, he don't play that.
Yeah, because I've been saying this like in speaking. Mbeumo is better off the right. He's going to keep on trying to drift. He's not a focal point against West Ham's, the Wolves, the teams that are going to come and set up defensive low blocks against us. We need a focal point. We need someone like Sesko. And we've seen Sesko can play. Sesko's good with his feet as well. Sesko tends to make good runs aerially. Like he's just
He's
like,
quick as well,
yeah,
bro.
He's quick for a guy of that size, and aerially he's always going to give defenders something to think about. So it's like, why wouldn't you start him opposed to a more? Why wouldn't you start him a orthodox number 9 opposed to a more like
makeshift,
opposed to a winger essentially because he wants to drift in from the wide positions
and to be honest, I believe right now, I don't mind Mbeumo being dropped, not because he's not a great player, but because I feel in the last few weeks he hasn't been the most effective. Yes, he's got the 2 assists in our game weeks, the one against West Ham
and the one today.
Do you know what I mean? But I still feel like Ahmad. For me right now, Ahmad is probably a better start. People might disagree with me. Ahmad starting on the right, I prefer. Maybe Mbeumo coming on. I don't feel like they should both start together, to be honest.
No, and that's what we're starting to see now, especially with the change of formation. But again, 6 months ago, this would have been a crazy statement, but I feel like we're missing Dorgu quite a bit now, especially that balance on the left-hand side where most of these games, if Dorgu plays, we have a more direct attacking outlet opposed to, again, how I was saying Mbeumo was a winger, makeshift striker. Cunha is more of a 10 as well. If you actually want to be politically correct in it, he's more of a 10. So he does that thing where he's not out on the wing, he's drifting into the middle, and it's like Bruno's often making that run outside him, occupying space on the left. But it's like, bro, as much as we need players to interchange in certain games, these ain't the games for it. We need players with pace and a direct nature who can get to the touchline, put those quality balls in for Sesko to attack something.
Exactly,
Do you get it?
Exactly.
So it's like, where everyone's saying Carrick should get the job straight away, I still feel like he's balance in team selection for certain games needs to be
improve.
Better.
Yeah, it needs to improve.
It does, because as we all want a team that you can put out unchanged, that can go and roll over any team in the league. We do, but we haven't got that at the moment. So you have to take everything game by game. You have to assess. Cool. The last 2 games, again, I've been screaming for. That's a crazy pause. But the last 2 games, I've been screaming for. Sesko to start. I've been proven right. Every time he's come on, he's made an instant impact onto the game. And it's like, why did we have to? Luckily today we wasn't 1-0 down or chasing the match for his goal to dig us out of a hole. Like today was the match winner, thank God. But we can't live like this. Ahmad, I think Ahmad needs to take a seat, you know.
So you're benching Ahmad instead of
Do you know what it is? The only saving
I understand that.
Do you know what it is? I'm talking in an attacking sense, but the only saving grace Ahmad does have at the moment, and I think that's the reason why a lot of people haven't got frustrated with his lack of goal contributions, is his overall work rate and output in terms of he's tracking back, he's tackling, like his link-up play, his passing could have been a lot better today. But he offers so much more than just goals, if that makes sense. Yeah. But
even tackle, even fouls at the right time. Like he fouled someone today. I thought it was a bit harsh, but at the same time, it stops them from building play. So I get what you're saying about Ahmad. To add to what you're saying, I understand why people would drop Ahmad over Mbeumo. However, even when you look at lack of goals and assists, that's not necessarily his fault. I still remember, I think it might have been against Fulham when Sesko came on, when he crossed it and Sesko or someone should have scored. Like, he does do a lot of good things, a lot of good actions. And I feel like Man United like right now,
shoot as much, though.
He doesn't get the opportunity because of the way we don't move, we don't play. It's just, it's lethargic. Yeah, he got that one shot. Do you know what I mean? And it was like...
But that's the thing. I feel like, again, he's... Instead of taking responsibility, like, to cut inside and actually shoot, he'll probably lay it off to Mbeumo. Like, deep, how many times he's actually in a decent position? Obviously, I hear progressing play and building.
It's not even just that, though, Nick. Let me explain this point, yeah? See the cutting in thing, yeah? Bro, it helps when someone in front of you is making a darty run that way, so a defender gets dragged, so now you have space to shoot. Do you know what I mean? Do you know how many bodies are always in front of Ahmad, bro? And it's so frustrating that he can't get his shots off. Nobody's moving. It's like Man United tried to play cute play. I remember Cunha tried to make a pass to Mbeumo and it just went past him. It's like, we're not cute football FC. We are not that, bro.
Yeah, no, that was the theme of today. Like, just misplaced passes half a yard away from where they need to be. It's just like, again, we'll take the 3 points. We're not complaining in that aspect, but it's like, we got away with one today, really and truly.
Yeah,
Everton, especially towards the back end of the game, were the better team. But momentum permits you to get away with these things sometimes, innit? Like, we're undefeated in nine games. I think we've got the most points in the league since Christmas.
Okay.
So, like, we are making steps in the right direction. It's just we can. Do you know what it is? We can't really chalk it off to one of those days just because a couple weeks ago at West Ham, it was a similar type performance. So we just have to see. Our next game's on Sunday against Palace, so we just have to at Old Trafford. So we just have to see how we approach that game and see if there's any difference. Then we can actually start to see the real, like, how it's going to be under Carrick for real. Because I feel like the first 4 games were kind of a high. Like, the first game, obviously, City
amped.
Yeah. Like, Amram's gone 4-4-3. Sorry, like, the boys are back in it. Cool. Rolled over City. The next game, Arsenal, another big game. Raw, we beat City. We can go. We can do this. Cool. Rolled them over. Fulham, a bit touch and go, but
we got there in the end. We got there in the end.
Who do we play after that?
Spurs, 2-0.
We play Spurs. They got a red card quite early in the game. Obviously, we looked good. We looked good before Romero got sent off, but they got a red card, heavily impacts the game. Beat them 2-0. West Ham, the first real challenge in terms of Carrick is here now. We know we got expectations to a certain degree of how we should play or how we should approach games. Cool. West Ham are no pushovers. They're fighting for their lives right now. They were always going to come out and put a certain type of performance out. We know this. Like, it wasn't a surprise. Like, can you fault them? So why didn't Sesko start?
That's the question. Do you know what's funny?
Why
is Mainu not starting? Yeah. No, but the season before it was, why is Ahmad not starting?
No, but this
is
different.
No, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that there's always like, why do our managers not do the obvious things? That's what I'm saying.
I hear that, but this is a bit different in terms of, like, for once we actually got options like a variety of, we can switch it up. Before it was like, he needs to play because the guy you're playing isn't good enough. This ain't the case. Is he needs to play because he shoots this match better. Does that? Thank God. This is the problem that we're having. Rather than, because last year is like, bro, who can we put in for Haaland because Xerxes injured? Do you get me? So it's like there is progression, but maybe I just want too much in it. But maybe I've been spoiled a little bit. But I definitely think, like, it's obvious. A lot of our fans feel the same way as I do. Sesko definitely should have started. Even if he didn't start the West Ham game, let's just say you wanted to stick with the team that's done well so far. Like, he definitely should have started today, because from the West Ham game, you should have been able to see that against a team who are going to fight for every ball, who are going to defend low and try and hit you on the break. Like, bro, come on. Like, he needs to start to nullify that. First 10, 15 minutes, Sesko, aerial, get a couple shots on target, maybe even get a cheeky header. Bro, it's a different game.
Do you know what, though, yeah? Do you know what could have cemented his start for the next game? if he finished that chance, that second chance, and that's what we were speaking about earlier. You made a good point about when the pressure's on, he delivers. When he's relaxed,
again. So like I said last week and the week before, I'm noticing a funny trend with Sesko. Is like, when we need the goal or the pressure, like you just said, the pressure is on, is high stakes. He kicks in automatically. Does that make sense? But as soon as he's got that goal, or as soon as it looks like we've won the match, and he kind of loses focus.
Bare tomfoolery. Bare tomfoolery. That's what it was, no?
Word. He kind of loses focus because he's done it at least 3 times in the last 3 matches.
I'm telling you.
In the last 3 matches. He done it against Fulham, where he should have... The header, to be fair, but he scored afterwards.
What game was it? It was the Spurs game.
The Spurs game. The Spurs game, again, Bruno put on a plate for him. Should have just headed it.
Or taken a touch.
He could have done both. Headed it with some power and pace into a corner, taken a touch and just tapped it in. You could have done either or, but you headed it onto the floor, into the keeper's hands. Cool. Today...
Yes.
West Ham, when he came on in West Ham, he had a very good chance to score with essentially his first touch. But okay, you give him grace because he scored the goal afterwards. Again, today, he's come on. He scored. And do you know what pisses me off more?
Go on.
It was the same chance. It was the
similar,
same chance.
Similar, yeah. He shot the bed.
Give or take 2 yards, It was the same chance, bro. The ball's come to you from an angle. Bro, just like... Why do you need to round the keeper? Why do you need to try and round the keeper?
And do you know what as well? That would have taken the pressure off, because
the game's won comfortably.
Bruno got his yellow after that because Everton then got the ball and had a chance to score.
And look how many chances Everton then had after that. Arguably, again, I hate to have to keep doing this, but if this was last season, Onana, Butterfingers, that shot that Tyreek George had towards the back end of the game, that slips under his hands.
I remember Nottingham Forest scoring a mad goal because of Banana.
Big up Lamens, man. He had a great...
You know what? That's probably man in the match, actually. How many corners did he come and punch or collect? At least 4 or 5.
There's so many things I don't worry about no more when it comes to watching United, And I'm so happy one of them is our goalkeeping situation. Corners comes and collects. Like, he rarely punches. If he punches,
he punched. But
if he punches, that was the right decision. Like, if he can hold the ball, he's collecting that ball. He's gonna take the ball. He's gonna take a second. He's gonna kill play. Distribution's getting better game by game as well.
At the start, though, that was shaky, bro.
It was again, he got away with. But again, when you're that good, like when you've been this good, like. Things go your way.
Things work for you.
Things go your way. It's just lucky that it's just one of those moments, isn't it?
Yeah.
But again, other than that, what can you say? He's done wrong. Hero put him under a bag of pressure. He took that like a champ. Gave the ball back out. Kept the ball far away from our goal as well.
Yeah.
Like, big him up, man. Solid guy. He is the real definition of a steady Eddie. You're not gonna hear no badness about him in the newspaper. You're going to see him touch the road with his girl. You're not going to see him, you get me, do any madness. Now, big him up.
Was he a summer signing?
Yeah, bro.
So all our summer signings were involved in our win today, like in a monumental way.
Yeah, essentially.
Lamens, even the Michael Keane shot, great save.
Yeah, great save.
Tyreek George, like you said, saved it.
Comfy.
The free kick that they had, caught.
Yeah,
Caught it. Not even just save, caught. Then you got Cunha linking up with Mbuemo, who links up with Sesko. 4 of our signings. So
Amram's
not the problem.
Amram has his footprints all over that.
Yeah,
His
basically.
fingerprints all over that, sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like we say, it weren't the greatest of performances, but 3 points in the bag, we'll take it. Crystal Palace on the weekend, you know, 1 game a week, man. Stop looking so tired, man.
Like, word.
But yeah, man, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Peckham Reds.
Peace.
Wow.